Hello math students, my name's Paul Kappert, and over the next few dozen videos I'm going to be teaching about all the extra material in the AP Calculus BC test that isn't covered in the AB test. Now, what is the difference between the AB and BC Calculus test? Most people assume that there's just one calculus test, just like there's one AP Biology test, one AP Chemistry test, and 4 different physics tests? Well, College Board decided that calculus is special, and therefore gives 2 different but interconnected tests, the AB and the BC. The AB test is the one most people think of, and most calculus students will take. If you get a 3, 4, or 5, depending on where you go to school, of course, you'll receive credit for Calculus 1. But if you take the BC Calculus test and pass, you get out of both Calculus 1 and Calculus 2, potentially adding up to an astounding 8-credit head start, which is an enormous reward for taking one measly test. Now, you might be worried that if you dare to take the BC test, you might fail and then get nothing, while the easier AB test is a far safer bet. You don't actually have to worry about that, because on the BC test, you'll also get something called an AB subscore. Basically, about half of the questions on the BC test are pulled directly from the AB test. The subscore is basically a guess at how you would have scored in the AP test if you had taken it instead. So you could fail the BC test, but still get a passing score with your AB subscore and get out of Calculus 1. So these videos will be about that other half of the BC test, what's supposed to substitute for Calculus 2. So in order for these videos to be useful to you, you need to be well up on top of your Calculus 1 material. As a litmus test, take a look at this integral for a moment. If you're thinking in your head, that needs to use substitution, you're probably in good enough shape to start watching these videos. Otherwise, you might need to study up on your AB/Calculus 1 material. So if you prefer this kind of fast edited style that gives you more flexibility to work at your own speed as opposed to a lecture, you're in the right place. I'll go through every calculation step by step, so even if I move through it quickly, you can go back or pause. And in addition to these videos, I highly suggest that you get an AP study book. I recommend the 5 Steps to a 5 series. You should use the extra problems and rapid review after each video to really nail down all the concepts. And of course, nothing can be more valuable than actually doing practice test questions. There's a clear pattern to what College Board likes to put into the free response and multiple choice, so I'll be drawing from previous AP tests whenever I can. So I hope you find this series of videos useful. Please consider subscribing. If studying for the AP test doesn't end up making you completely sick of math, I'm planning on uploading some more videos on some related areas in mathematics. Our first video on BC Calc is going to be about arc length. To learn about what that is and how to find it, please click here or on the link in the description.